we will call upon a speaker from the SSCP, Comrade Jeremy.
Come on, Bansi corruption, Bansi! Bansi, the Guptas, Bansi! Down with state capture, down! This is a very important demonstration of workers' power. Comrades, we are protesting and combating and fighting against state capture, against corruption, against the looting of public resources, not just because it's a moral issue. It is a moral issue, but it's not just for that reason. It's not just because it's a criminal issue, but it is a criminal issue, and those responsible must go to jail. To jail with those! We are also combating it because it takes money, public resources away from the workers and poor in our country. Here in government, because I'm part of government, 27 billion rand, we think, every year is being taken away, is being looted out of the public purse. We think that that represents something like 76,000 jobs down the tube, that money could have been used. So many of you are unemployed or precariously employed, and part of the reason is that the looters are taking away our public resources.
Today because it's my birthday, and I believe in a better South Africa, and there is nothing I would rather do on my birthday than march for freedom of a beautiful country that I am so proud to be a part of. That's why I'm here. What up, guys? I'm Ashtree, chilling in my garden with this very aesthetic wall. Yeah, this song's called Born Free. It's the second song I think I ever wrote on guitar, and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, born free, question mark. So this is an artwork I made for this song. I'm selling these stickers, by the way. I'm gonna go busking and sell my art and hopefully spread a message. Born free, question mark. So my generation, the born frees, I was born in 1994 in South Africa. So before 1994, South Africa was in this thing called the apartheid, where it was legally sanctioned by the government, enforced by the government for people of any color, of different race to white people, or being bitten by something, to be literally segregated, to live in physically different areas, to not be able to go to the same schools, and all this kind of stuff. And then in 1994 there was the first interracial, like everyone over the age of 18 could vote, democratic elections in South Africa. So people born after the year 1994 are called born frees because we were born into a free South Africa, which definitely it is, compared to there literally being laws separating races and saying who's allowed to work away and stuff like that, definitely. But this song Born Free and this social commentary piece of art, so they're both art and they're both a social commentary, and they're both kind of questioning. Born Free, question mark, it's like, so like in the one lyric I say, they call us born frees, but man, I feel so caged. And in the picture, there's this picture of an angel with beautiful rainbow angel wings, and she's stuck in a cage. And I feel like a lot of our generation kind of feels that way, like we have all of this, I hope this isn't reflecting, we have all of this amazing creative potential inside of us, and so much vision to change the world and impact the world and organize society in a better way than it has been organized and systemized. And but we don't necessarily, like the older generations, kind of like there's not room for us and our new ways of being, and the old systems are very definitely collapsing. There's no doubt about it. It's evident all around. Everywhere you look, the systems are collapsing. So I suppose we're in that time of change where the new will be able to grow. It's awesome that I'm sitting here by my compost heap. Yeah, like the new will be able to grow out of the old. The compost of the old system will nourish the new systems which are being envisioned and developed and cultivated by our generation. So Born Free is just a social commentary on racial divide, gender divide. It's just like a social commentary on like how free are we really, basically. They say we're free, but I feel so caged. And that's, with regards to the education system, the schooling system, which I'm kind of like a conscientious objector from. I don't really believe that the education system truly educates. I think it actually is quite disempowering to the individual and to creative thought, which is individuality and creative thought are like the fundamentals to a functioning society, in my opinion. The sun's really bright here. So I just kind of feel like the system that we have at the moment is designed to disempower individuality and innovation. And you need innovation and individuality in order for a society to thrive. So Born Free is talking about these kinds of things. Gender divide is, with regards to many things, gender is something that our generation is exploring and questioning and deconstructing very intensely and beautifully and abstractly and bravely, I would say. And it's an uncomfortable place to be when you're deconstructing something, but it's also a very necessary part of the creative process, I believe. to deconstruct something rather than to just accept it at its face value. And then racial divide, yeah, like it's not illegal for people to be interracially married, or for people of different colors to go to the same school, and there's no separate education systems or living areas or specific types of jobs that are specified for specific types of people. But it is still very underlyingly a racially divided country. South Africa is definitely a racially divided country, whether that's just in like the subconscious beliefs of the people from, like, my generation has been raised by people who lived in apartheid, and by generations before that who were in like a segregated world. So yes, we were born free and we grew up in this free South Africa, but there were still all the scars of the apartheid, and they still exist to this day. So even though the racial divide is not legal and visible anymore, I think it's very still present in the mind. And facing your own racial beliefs is something that I believe a journey everyone should go on, even though that's as well very uncomfortable. Questioning your gender identity and questioning your racism within yourself is scary to acknowledge within yourself, but I think it's a huge step in the journey of self-actualization, to be brave enough to allow yourself to deconstruct those thought processes and to ask, like, is this who I am, or is this who I've been told I am, or is this what I believe, or is this what I have always believed to be true and never questioned? So I am proud of our generation for being like the deconstructive generation. We're kind of like destroying all the systems that were and bringing it into question. And I know that new, more functional, more organic, more integrated systems will develop from that. So yeah, anyway, I could talk for hours about what this song means and all these kinds of concepts, but I just wanted to make this short video for I want to go busking and I want to put my message out there, and this is Loki. And so I want people to come to my YouTube channel to find out more about my music. So that's that. This is the kind of a short video about Born Free. So it's not actually saying we are born free, it's questioning what freedom really is. Because something that I've also discovered on my journey to emancipation is that emancipation is in your mind, you know, unless you actually are literally a slave, which does exist to this day. You're only a slave in your mind, and your only limits that you have are the ones that you hold yourself to. And if you believe that you can't do something because of your gender, or because of your race, or because of your socio-economic background, granted, like, privilege is definitely a thing, and certain people have a lot more access. That's something that I would love to work with and see developing in the future, is access, equal opportunity and access. But nothing's impossible, and just because you come from a hard place, whether it's financially or emotionally, your family didn't support you or believe in you, or you literally didn't have the money, or you didn't have the access, or any of these kinds of things. You know, life is this like first person player game where you've got to figure it out for yourself, and sometimes you're playing on like super hard mode, and some people are playing on like super easy creative mode, and they just have everything they could ever need, and they can just do whatever they want with their life. And some of us, and other people even harder than me, are born into like super hardcore survival mode, and you've really got to like face all the monsters and find all the tools and craft all the tools and, you know, make everything for yourself. But I find that journey to be much more colorful and creative, but not that anything is better or whatever than the other, but I just find a lot of value in the journey of self-emancipation. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that none but ourselves can free our minds. So emancipate yourself from mental slavery through questioning your conditionings, questioning your belief systems, deconstructing, and then moving towards reconstructing or growing something entirely new, which is, again,
I think, the process and the journey that our generation is on. Yeah, so that's Born Free. I know my vocals aren't like amazing, but I also know that I've only just begun, and I'm not out here trying to be perfect. I'm just out here trying to share a message that's been put on my heart, and music and art, and my words are how I do that. So if you're out here trying to judge me how well I can sing, then you're really not getting the message. Anyway, I'm trying to keep this short, so I'm just gonna say peace, love, unity, respect, create, express, question, deconstruct, do the hard things, love yourself, and then grow from that. Grow from the ashes of everything that you destroyed.